Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Conan Exiles. Um, we've been completing journeys, we've been exploring the unnamed city, but now this episode is all about building. As you can see, I am not at our normal base location, I am someplace different. It's raining, there's grass, there's trees, it's not deserty. And just to give you an idea, I finally found a place to settle in right here, near Trapper's Cabin and the Breach. I looked over here and I wasn't feeling it. And this spot right here is on the water. Um, it's right here. You got a lake, so we still got water. We can do our fishing stuff pretty easy. It's relatively flat. Um, and so I have been busy moving stuff over. As you can tell, I got a little camp going on here. So I ended up upgrading to the Precision Carpenter's Bench, to the Garrison Armorer's Bench. So as we discussed before, the Garrison reduces cost. With that, it takes longer. Same thing for the Blacksmith's Bench. It's the Garrison. Again, the Garrison reduces cost, but it takes longer. So it reduces the number of materials. Same thing for Precision, reduces the amount of materials, but it takes longer. So whenever I need to ask something to be crafted, it takes just a wee bit longer. But I'm not too worried about that because I'm not worried about how fast it's going to take. Get rid of these berry bushes. As far as getting things done, because I put a bunch of stuff into cook and then I run off and go explore a dungeon, go to the unnamed city, do whatever I gotta do, and pretty much just kind of do other things while that's running in the background. I mean, it can be a little bit annoying because it does take longer if I'm not paying attention. And like, for instance, trying to get all of the materials ready for this base. So what I did is I farmed up what I'm going to need. To figure out what I needed, I did go into creative mode. I built the base. I then destroyed it so I could see exactly how much is going to be needed so I could get everything ready. And then I dumped all that out and proceeded to craft all the materials that will be needed to build this. And so thankfully it wasn't too much. I will say you're going to need roughly, let me see, it's just everything in this box is what you need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll need around 5,100 hardened bricks. You will need 2,100 shaped wood, and you will need 1,700 steel reinforcements. Okay. This box is just stuff where I was emptying out my inventory from jacking with this. And so for the bricks, the hardened brick, if you go to mine stone, it's 5 stone per 1 brick. So 5,000 stone makes 1,000 hardened bricks. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 stone that you'll have to mine up. So again, 25,000, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 just for that much, on top of another 500. So you're looking at about 26,000 stone to refine into the hardened brick. So once you get the stone, you throw it into a smelter. It will smelt at it smelts into a brick at 5 stone to 1 brick. You then need 1 brick, 1 stone consolidant. You make the stone consolidant in the fireball cauldron, and that requires brimstone, or that actually requires fiber and resin, if I remember right. And what I didn't realize is it's the fiber and resin, and it makes 5 stone consolidant. So I put in 1,000 because I was needing 1,000, and so you can do the math and figure out how much I actually got. So that's actually still cooking at the other base. But for what I'm about to build, this is roughly what you'll need. Technically, it's a little bit less, but I did make a little bit extra. But I went ahead and brought these over so that if I need to make some extra things, I can do that. You know, if I need to make some more shaped wood or something, I can do that over here. If I don't remember. I brought this over just to bring it over. I brought this over so if I need to make any more, you know, reinforcements, I can. Excuse me. So yeah, let me see here. So we're kind of going to build in this area. I'm going to clear out a bunch of stuff. So let me get this kind of cleared out. And then I will cut back to when I've got all the stone and everything cleared out. And then we will go from there. Alrighty, I have cleared out all the stone. I have cleared out all the trees that might possibly be in our way. I'm going to have to move you to here. And same thing for you. So I did get a new thrall. So this is Umzadi the Wanderer. Where you can get Umzadi is the #1 place to get thralls. Sepper Maru. So if you go over here to the West Wall Prison, and I believe, it's gonna be over around the area where the guys that are hostile to you, you will find her. There's a bearer that spawns in that area, and I think it's let's see, if you come up here, it's like right over here, I believe, right around this area. And that's where she spawns, and you can get her there. I also got me a Fletcher, and then we already knew about Dina. I got her the other day. Brought over my Forgotten Tribe Sorceress. Let's see who. Oh, and then I also got a Tef Steeped in Fire, and I got her in Sepper Maru too. And basically, this is where I put my friendship wheel, and I just go through here, and I go up to here. If you come over here to Westwall Prison, there's a chance to get a named Taskmaster but I haven't got her yet. But coming through here, you can find some, and then also, if you come in on this side, over here around the water side and Temple Quarter, around over there is where you can find some crafters. And then just kind of over in here. So I ran through there for probably about 2 or 3 hours today looking for them. And so, got those. And so with that being said, mainly wanted to get them to kind of help with building today, but to quickly get some of these materials out. So let's get started on our build. So first things first, I'm about to move you because I put you in the wrong spot. Same thing for this one. And I brought these boxes over just so I can throw the materials in them and move them around as needed. So basically what we're going to have is we're going to have like a tower on this part. It's going to have a kind of hallway foyer area that runs across. There'll be a tower over here. Then it'll go back into a courtyard area. Then it'll go kind of up a little bit, and then it'll be back here will be another like foyer area, a little room that has 2 larger rooms to each side. So I'm gonna build this out, and we'll go from there. So the building pieces I'm gonna be using are the Vinhayan set. I like the way they look. It is something new. And for this set, you need hardened brick, shaped wood, and steel reinforcements. So we're going to start with our tower. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to put these up as high as I can get them. And let me see about doing it. I think it was about right here. There we go. All right, so we got our tower, and then we go with like this. We come out with our flat pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we come back in with our triangles. Did I do something wrong? Oh, yeah. 6. I can't count. And then here... go. All right, so now we have that. And then I'm going to put a door facing out. And then we're going to go across 1. Oh, this isn't... We'll do this. 1, 2. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and oh, I know what the problem is. I'm a dunce. Crap. This is the direction we were supposed to go. 1. Or no. What's this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and the reason why we went 9 is because 2 of these go inside, and then we start doing our circle. But I'm going to need to bring this a little bit closer because I'm pretty sure I'll get us outside the range. So. Come on. I'm going to have to do that. I'm just going to do... Where is my... wedge ceiling, I think, are cheaper. Yeah, they're cheaper than... There we go. Got that. These pieces in. Perfect. So now we put up the door. From there. Here. And then you're going to use the interior walls on every place that there is a square, we're going to use the interior wall. And then above it we are going to use the window frame. Oops. Okay. Oh, and then also up there. And then we are going to use the regular wall for the 3 or the 2 pieces like that. Go. Then, and also up here on the top. Perfect. Then we're going to do our roof. So for the roof, wherever there's a straight square piece, you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we will go to our triangle pieces, and wherever there is these 2 corners, you'll put this triangle piece, and it is going to be the wedge sloped roof. Alrighty, and then once you get it looking like that, you go to the inverted wedge sloped roof. We'll slide that in like that. Perfect. Alright, we got a little circle going on. Now we go back to the sloped roof again. And we'll put it there. There. Basically, wherever there's already a straight one, put a straight one. And it can be kind of hard to see because of the angle of the camera. And then once you get it like that, you're gonna pull back up that squared piece again. Put one there. Something ain't right. Ah, because that's in the wrong spot. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, I missed something, and so there, there. 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 Alrighty. That kind of closes up the roof. I'm going to wait for it to get light again. And then once it gets light, we'll continue on building so it's easier to see. Alrighty, it has gotten a little bit brighter. It's still kind of cloudy and rainy, but it's enough where we can see. So this roof, with how it's angled, it is not going. You're not going to be able to keep going up with roof pieces. And so up here is where I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting with hammer. All right. Then we're going to take some fence, the Vindhayan fence piece. And if I'm saying that wrong, I do apologize. I am not the best with trying to spell things out or sound things out. So there's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fence pieces. All right, I'll quit with the Count Dracula jokes. But all right, so now we've got this little area up here. I haven't really decided what to put up here. I'm thinking about putting a brazier or some kind of fire lamp, something. But at least this seals off the roof. So if we go down here and whoop, fall down, we've got us a nice little kind of little room here to put some stuff in. I haven't decided what all to put in here. So now let's go over here to the other side. This side might be a little bit more difficult because of the missing floors and stuff, but let's see. Wait, did I do the wrong? I did the wrong wall. 1, 2, 5. What I'm going to do underneath here is just put some pillars in, so that way there is a little bit of structural stability in here. And I'll have to figure out how to make it go a little bit lower, but that's a problem for a future hammer. Alrighty, so now we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, I'm dumb. So this needs to... I didn't take it out far enough, so this needs to go to... 1... I didn't take this out far enough, so we need to come out... Go. Alright, so these have to go because I put those in the wrong spot. Pillars can stay, but actually take away that pillar and this. Oh, all of these are probably going to be the wrong pieces. But yeah. Go. That looks all the way around, and I might be able to replace these pieces with actual base pieces. Okay. How does this look all the way around? Now we can put in the door. And then we can put in the interior walls. And remember, interior walls are wherever there is the solid square piece. That is where we're putting our interior wall. Then we're putting in the frames up above. The door. And then just the regular wall on the spots in between. And then we're going to build the roof. Again. Just the same concept as we did with the floor. Wherever there's these window pieces, you put your solid roof piece. I'm worried about that one piece I couldn't place because I think it might not be structural enough for it, but I'll have to figure some of that out whenever I can get up there. So then we put in our roof pieces here. Again, these are the wedge pieces for the roof. Okay, then we do the inverted pieces. Now we're back to the solid piece and see if it'll let me fill in those. Yeah, I can now do those spots it wouldn't let me do before. And then back to the slope piece. So we can, I don't know where I put that, so now I gotta go find it. Great. That one. Let me climb up here and see. Yeah, I just put it facing the right. And then we're going to fill it up with our wedge ceiling pieces. And finalize it with the fence. There we go. Alrighty, we got our 2 towers going. Looking spectacular to me. Alright. Now, let's see here. Now, how did I do this before? So for this, I remember right? That. And then remember I did it like this. Yeah. Yeah. Just like that. Yep. Alright, yeah, so that's how I did my stairway. So you came up here, and then we had the door frame. I think on here I did the interior doors. Then this. 2. With the wall here, 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 and here. Then I put the windows here and here, and then we had door going out with regular walls. And then for the roof, we've got the corner. Go. And then we came in with, where's it at? Okay. Now that we got the roof going up here, it's gonna be not the rooftop corner, but the rooftop end. Put one there. One there. And then in the center, it's not the cap, it's which one? Was it the E-junction? Maybe it was the cap. No. Rooftop end. I think it was just the rooftop in the middle. Yeah. Alright, so we got the rooftop there. So that is just kind of the front area. I kind of like how it looks. We've got our two little fat towers. Got a tree coming back. Tree, you're about to be in my way. Same thing for you, Mr. Berry Bush. Be gone from my sight. Alright, let me go dump these out of my inventory. And then for this next part, it was, so we're going to come out. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to come out to here. And then we have this piece there. There. This piece there. This piece there. And then a flat roof piece. There. And there. Perfect. So this is kind of that courtyard area I was talking about. And then so let's see here. We have the courtyard area and then we went upstairs. Actually, we may not have to because so when I built this in my creative mode, I had actually moved it up further, so I may not have to do the stairs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to because of the way the ground is. Actually, the stairs need to be In one more. I remember I did a 3x3, or was it a 2-3, or did I do? I think I came out one more. Then it is five. All right, I am going to wait for the sun to come back up, and then we will continue our building once we can see again. So we will see you in a bit. We can see pretty decently now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm going to wait for it to get light again, and then we will continue our building. Alrighty, so we've got our little 5x5 rooms. Next thing to put in the door. Exterior. Two, three. Actually, I might be able to replace that with an actual foundation. But I can't. Three, three, 1, 3. Quick, I need to go get berries. Kidding. I need 2 of these, but I'm just gonna pull 10 really quick. What I'm gonna do here is two and got that. Got our walls. Six, 7. 1. 7. Bam. Got it. Now oh, how did I do this? For the wall, or for the ceilings, we're going to use corners. Where are they? here, I had to do it slightly different because of the way the roofs were. Hmm. So we use the rooftop corner, and then you're going to use the, where is it? The Vendean rooftop piece. Right there, right there, there, and it kind of gives you that little square dip. Then you can put that right there in the middle, and it actually fills out quite nice, but when you go down here and look at it, makes a nice little square in the middle right there. Looks pretty nice on the inside. For the here, come on. And then the same thing over here. We start out with the corner piece. Where is that at? Right here. 2, 3. Actually, I think that piece be right here. Nope, don't fall off. Oh no. I remember what I did now. Alright, so how did I do that? I remember having it tied in. I put a quarter piece. There we go. That's how it was, I think. I think I'm just going to get rid of these for right now. Because... Fine. Go back to this. And that's the rooftop end. I want the rooftop corner. Rooftop? And then we want to put the rooftop cap in here, and you kind of got to be careful because if you put, you gotta want to make sure that you put it as high as you can, because I did place it one time and it was a little bit lower. But we want to get that put in there, and alrighty. Now for this middle gap right here, what I did is we used the rooftop end, put it there and there, and then we just did the rooftop here in the middle. There we go. So there's what it looks like. I think so. I think on my other one, the one that I built before, I had this come out one more because this slope lined up with this. And I think I'm actually just going to do that real quick. Maybe. You know what? No, I can't because I have to move too much stuff. So I'll just leave it as is. I mean, it still kind of matches up and stuff, so. Alright, well, this is how it looks. Kind of give you an aerial view. Let's go into fly. What is it? Nope. So that's what the base looks like. Like I said, these two rooms are 5 by 5. Then you got this little room here, and there's actually room here to make another courtyard, which you can build out on. That's why I put that door there. You've got this center courtyard here, and then you've got the 2 towers. You've got the front entrance, and you know, we can build a little thing out here, like a little pier, stuff like that for the lake. And so I'm going to strengthen up the base over there, make it a little bit better, like to where it looks more solid like that. Let's see. So yeah, this is the entranceway. You've got a little foyer here. So yeah, I like the way it looks. Give me your thoughts in the comments. But yeah. I like the way. Hang on, did I miss a door? No, I just couldn't see. So yeah, that's gonna be our new home. And trying to look up how to make the UI disappear. I think it's supposed to be this. There we go. Yeah, so that's what the base looks like. Again, I hope y'all like it. You know, in the comments, give me some thoughts, some ideas, new stuff to do. Like I said, we are here now. I'm gonna work on. Oh, I didn't show this, but there is a camp over here where we can get friends. What are they fighting?
Stop skulking like a
Why didn't they kill that guy? What'd he do? What's here? Alright, I need to get out of here. Oh, our base looks kind of nice from the distance, so... So I'm thinking, like I said, put some braziers, some fires up at the top of those 2 towers and light the place up. But I'm going to work on getting everybody moved over here. I don't think I'm going to move every thrall, but gonna move quite a few, get quite a few of them over here, and some of the high level ones. But this will be our new home for Conan Exiles now. This will be our upgraded, improved base with all the high tech gear, all the fancy things. So again, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think of any ways to make it look better or any additions. And hopefully you like the video. And we'll be continuing our journey on the next episode. We are now that we are more northerly located, it's easy to go up here, get ice, go up here, get black ice and stuff. So we're really going to start adventuring up north towards the volcano. So this has definitely been a big improvement. We're, like I said, we're moving up from the noob area to the hammer probably doesn't need to be here yet area. So with that being said, we're going to stop the video here. I'm going to move everybody in, pull all of our equipment from the other base to here, and then we'll continue our adventure on the next episode. So hope to see you on the next one, and hope you have a good one. Goodbye.